you guys. Welcome back to the I Did It First podcast. I'm Riley.
I'm Anna.
And we're here with our producer, Kenny.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
How is everybody?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
We've recorded many episodes with me on the podcast, but we've never posted any.
This is like the first, like legit.
Yeah.
This is like debut appearance. I love it.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you want to?
We can't do it without you, obviously.
Literally.
So.
The
Right.
show does not run without Kenny.
It's just us at home waiting. So how's your week? Fill us in.
My week's good. My week's been good. I had news for you guys because you guys have been through the saga of me going through a breakup
Yes.
over the past month. And then we were going to do a podcast talking about it. And I mean, that's still what this is.
Yeah.
However, in the since the last week, now I've gotten back together with my ex. So it's a different, I mean, not that it was going to be some bashing podcast. It was just more it was more just it was more talking about the process, but now the process has had a different outcome, which is chill,
which is good.
A good thing.
Yeah, but so many parts of it are so relatable, and that's why I think I was like, yeah, let's talk about this, because I feel like there's so many even things that as you were going through, I was like I could clock it so easily, at a point in my life. Yep, I understand how that feels, and it's so hard to navigate, right?
Yeah.
And all those situations, on a day-to-day basis, it's hard.
Yeah, mainly, I mean, this was I got blindsided kind of in the middle of a move, in the middle of her having just a bunch of things going on in her life too. So I kind of said from you guys, I get how it could be happening, but the more of being blindsided by it and being basically no contact. It wasn't no contact because we would text and stuff, but it was a deliberate no phone calls, no in person.
Still very intentional.
Yeah, trying to cut it and whatnot.
Which is hard because I think that even that part alone, when you've been with someone for years, I mean, that's a part of your routine. So even stopping that part of your routine of the littlest things, oh my gosh,
do I need to pick up
something at the store? Even just the most mundane, ridiculous. You're oh wait, no, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of just anything I was doing or something I went to Fluffy's Gabriel Iglesias. I went to his birthday party with the office a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week.
Yeah,
and even when I was there, I was oh, this is fun. I was oh man, she would really have liked to come. She would really. We would have both had probably a better time if she would have come to this.
That part's hard.
But
that part's really hard.
And especially when it wasn't something. If you're gonna break up, it's almost better that there is some type of big catalyst or something.
I think it's way easier to break up that way.
For it.
Yeah. Here's one thing though. You said you didn't expect it, and I think whenever you look back, I look back at situations, and I did a lot of the breaking up, but whenever I heard that, I would always say how can you not expect it though? There were things. So I think and just to speak for woman versus man, I think sometimes women do kind of drop little nuggets here and there. I just think maybe
even if that was the case, I think the way it happened was
the way it happened is still hard.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the middle. We were in
that's
the middle of moving
together.
Yeah, together from one place to another place. But like I said, it's I get that too. I just think it could have happened differently. You know what I mean? Or some conversations. Because I also did try to tell her at any point, because we were going to be moving in with some family of hers, and so I did tell her even when it was her idea. Then I kind of dismissed it at first, and then came around to it, and then I mean, I guess for what you're saying as far as things that could have been nuggets, is it I kept asking her. It took a month of me continually being wait, did you talk to them? Did you talk to them? I mean, we got to figure it out, and then I would be if you don't want to do it or you change your mind, let me know. We're gonna have to figure something else out.
Yeah.
But. And that just went on for a month, and so I guess looking back, that could have been
a sign
that it not to break up again, but but for it to
do something different.
Do something different, or that was going to be an issue.
And maybe like, I don't know, because I've also been that person, and maybe I can't speak for her, but like you're just trying so hard to be like, not a peacekeeper, but like always be like, everything's great, everything's fine, that you don't really share what you're really feeling. Like I've been that person that I'm like, wow, this is kind of eating at me. And so, you know, when maybe like that conversation could have come up, but like you also don't want to ruin your time together, like all the time with conversations, right?
Right.
Even though they need to happen, but then like you just want to be like, you're really good at this. You're like, why? Because I'm very good at picking fights. And to where Riley's like, you don't have to pick every fight. And I'm like, well, I just don't want to, I don't really have anything on my mind. So that's where like I wondered, like maybe it's just, you just want to be in that good moment, in that good space all the time, that you glaze over some things, maybe too many things sometimes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I think, I think that played into it. A big part was like kids, where it's like she's kind of said she wants to have kids. I've said that I don't want to have kids. But it's never been like hey, we have to sit down because I got to do this. You know, like I have to do this. This is going to happen, or we can't be together. And we were talking about this before, where I was like, I would like to think, because I keep saying I don't think it had to happen like this.
Right.
I don't think it's,
of course.
But I don't know what would have happened if I was, because I was pretty like dug in and hard headed about that, and it was kind of like the drama of like sitting there, like being like, I guess I could just have cats, like you know what I mean?
Like you need that moment in your face, kind of to get.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not even an original. Like a lot of things in life, it's not even original. Like that's not even, you hear the story 100 times of like the guy who's like, I didn't want to take responsibilities. You know, she left me, and then I realized I need these responsibilities in my life.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
like you need that shock to your system a little bit.
Right. And so it's like, but I also, I mean, again, in the 2025 world where everything's about like, don't be toxic and don't be this, but that, you know, that also is like, that is also like idealistic as well. Like, you know what I mean?
Was your answer with kids like so automatic though at that point? Like where you just kind of always said no? That like, had you ever really reconsidered it before, even when it came up, or was it just such like autopilot answer? You're like,
yeah, I mean that's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. It was no, like an autopilot answer, and me kind of being like, come on, you don't really want this. You don't really. I mean, you want the idea of kids, but you realize that it's like work at every moment of every day forever,
and you can't
like
do as much stuff as you want.
Yeah, all that stuff, and especially the beginning. You know what I mean? I mean, and it's always like that, but for different reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but the beginning is just that time where it's like,
they're more needy.
We need to have all eyes.
Yeah, guys, they're expensive.
Yeah. All that stuff.
Well, that's why I'm like, oh gosh, kids are scary because of that.
Yeah. Well, there was a time I really like resolved to the idea that you might not even have them.
No, I think I will, because
I think you will. I just think you still want to be that kid.
Well, because I know that I can be selfish.
Right.
Like I know that I want to be able to like spend money. I saw this thing today, and it was like, if you carry a baby, like how are you going to carry your phone and your coffee?
Right.
Like, does the baby hold the coffee? Like, I just don't.
That's so real for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how I feel too. Like I am still selfish, and I still will. But also another, you know, component of the whole thing is, you know, she's even like I'll be like, you want to have kids with me. Like I'm like, what if I'm doing this same thing? Like I'm pursuing comedy, right? And I'm not going to stop pursuing comedy. Mm-hmm. And it's like, so I work a day job. I work at the Improv. I teach jujitsu.
Yeah.
Like of course, when the kid's first born and you have to have that push, I think I'll have, you know, paternity leave from at least 2 of the 3 jobs. Probably only have to work 1 job for a few months, but then it's going to be back to that job and stuff. And then again, I'm not going to be a shitty father and just be like, so sorry, you're stuck, and that's all it is. But it's like, that's definitely going to add a stressor to the whole life. And then she's just like, well, no, I know all of that, and that's what I want. And I'm like, to me, I'm like,
say that. It's really easy to say that now without a kid.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but you also don't really, I mean, that's not a really cool I told you so, because it's really,
Yeah.
That's not it.
at that point, it's already.
I'm going to go ahead and advise you now. Go ahead and bite your tongue on that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Told you this would happen.
yeah. Go ahead and call anyone else and say that.
Yeah.
Maybe not too.
Of course.
Forever.
But I mean, again, life doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's not like that one decision.
No.
It only is affecting itself. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that I said to her, you know what I mean? It's like, because she's even like, you don't want to have, like, when I'm like, yeah, she's like, you don't want to, I'm not going to make you do that. You don't want that. And I'm like, what do you, like, okay, so what do you think that I think my alternative future is? It's like this same thing happens to me again. And then I'm faced with like, do you want to have a kid? And I'm just like, well, I don't want this to happen again. So yes.
Yeah.
So then we just repeat the same thing. Or I date someone my age, maybe old. I mean, it could be like she's 6 years younger than me. And so it could be the same thing. Maybe they already, like, I date someone with kids already.
Right.
And then I think of it as if somebody already has kids and then you look at me and my life that I just mentioned of like the 3 jobs that I'm trying to pursue comedy and all that. If you have children already, like, especially that aren't like, oh, my kids are in high school and about to go off and it's time for mommy.
Yeah.
If you have younger kids, you're a bad mom if you want to date me. You know what I mean? You're being selfish. You're just thinking about your dating life, and you're not thinking about building a family for your children that are literally already there.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, if you were to meet, like in the future, let's say, alternate universe, if it was another woman your age without kids, every guy's first thought is, what's wrong with her? Let's be honest.
Right.
How'd she dodge that bullet for
and
so long?
I hate to, and this is men.
And that's so real.
This is men and women. It's not just women.
No, you're right.
But when you meet somebody, then you usually, I mean, you can usually figure it out. You can usually, you talk to them for 20 minutes and you're like,
oh, there it is.
Their crazy show's pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh, you're crazy. Or you're, again, if it was me, I would be the guy with no kid.
Sure.
You'd be like, oh, well, he's 40 and he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Like he's not even not an already successful one. Like he's somebody who's like, you're going out to bars and like buying an item and doing like, you know what I mean? Like it's just.
That's fun.
Leaves a lot of questions for sure.
Wait, so you guys are back together?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's, you're either together or you're not.
That's true.
So we are together.
How do you feel? Better?
Good. I feel good. That's like, and that's what I was saying. Like, I think that's why I asked you guys too about the like feeling of, have you ever got back with somebody and then you feel it in your, it's kind of like trusting your gut where I'm just like.
My gut lies to me a lot though.
I feel, and you know what it is? I feel good because I've had it both ways, even with the same girl, actually.
Yeah.
I've had it both ways. I've had it with like, we kind of break up and then we're getting back together and I'm like, oh no, this isn't what I want.
And it happens so much faster than you even think.
Yeah.
And yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
And I've had it of get back together, but you're like manically trying to make it work, basically.
Yeah.
Like you're it's not like a well thought out, like, okay, like, does this make sense for both of us? Or are we going to put in the work to like do this, especially because like me and her we're going to be living separately and we were living together, so it's like a different set of circle. Like we talked, I've like talked a lot about that. Like it's going to be different. We have to like are we going to be able to handle that or whatever?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you like unfamiliarize yourself with that? Like I'm not saying it's backwards. Like you're slowing it down a lot. Like, do you think that's going to be hard?
No, because also it's not the only, like, it's like I just started. So while we were broken up, I started a new job, like another job. Right. So I start like life is, again, like I hate to always usually say, but that's not in a vacuum. Us just now not living together. Okay. It's like she's doing this, like she's like on leave from work, doing these things that she wants to do. Yeah, she's gonna have to go back to work, at some point. Yeah. She's like, life is also happening all around, so it's not like we just took this one aspect of our life and changed it. Everything's
for both of you
changing, and in a way, I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, because we're both. I think it depends on what type of people you are, and we're both the type of people. It's like why I try, like when a lot of her being like, it's like, well, I don't know how much you actually like, how much I care about you, and I'm like, okay, maybe I don't do a good job of like explaining it or like showing it.
Right.
But in my mind, I'm like, one thing is like that I've always hated growing up is I hate when it's it's like portrayed a lot in movies and TV, and then everybody has, you know, whether it's their relationship or different people in their family's relationship, where the guy doesn't want to, like, they don't want to be around each other. Really, it's like not a like. It's like I don't know, like you get to the party and it's like the girls go in there and the guys come in here and talk about the cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like, no, I've always been like, it's like, even if the guys are just talking, then it's like she's hanging out with me. We're like, you know what I mean? Like we're all, and not in a toxic way
like
of
she
like,
has to
not like
stay
hold
with
my
me.
pocket and stay right here.
Hold my pocket's crazy.
but in a way, just in like we hang out with each other. That's like my best friend. You know what I mean? So it's like we have a good time. I just don't like that. Like, I don't like how, so I'm always, like, if I'm away, like, even today, like, I was at home working, she went to go do her thing, I went and did jujitsu, I'm here with you guys, and I'm, like, we are gonna hang out, because I ended up not, I'm not, working. At the Improv, this is a weird thing about working at this kind of job, it's my first time really working at, like, a restaurant show place like this. You're scheduled every day, but then you get, like, you get an email at, like, 1:30 that tells you if you're cut or not. And there's like a hierarchy, like a ranking system. So if I was number 4 today, and if the show sells even a decent amount of tickets, they're going to call in at least 4.
Oh, gotcha.
It didn't sell that many tickets. They only called in 3. So now I'm off tonight.
Oh, okay.
And it's like this thing I don't know until like 1:30.
Yeah.
And so I hit her up and I'm like, oh, well, do you want to hang out? And she's like, yeah. So I'm going to see her. But it's like every day I'm like excitedly trying to get back to her. Like, no matter what, I'm doing these 50 million things, even when I'm doing every single thing.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's how I've always been. This was like the day before, you know, she broke up with me. It's the same things happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's not feeling that, which is like, you know, part of the.
Yeah. I mean, and like that, like you said, the feeling in your stomach. Cause I've been in that situation where like, you kind of give in a little, and then the second you do, like, I think I was saying this earlier, I was like, what the hell did I just do? Like, I did the hard part, now I'm stuck again. Right. And if you're not having that, then, like, obviously you know you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. And it's,
because it's really shitty when you do.
Well, I'm a chronic people pleaser, and, like, with my most recent ex-boyfriend, I remember, because breaking up is the hardest part, and that's what we talked about, 100%. Too. It, like, takes so long, and then.
It's never like that.
Sometimes you can't give people a straight up answer and just be like, no, I'm breaking up with you. Like, I had to tell him, like, no, like, we will get back together. I just need space. And then, like, as we talk on the phone, first of all, we didn't even, like, give each other space. No. Because we're, like, talking every day. And then he was like, so when will we get back? And I was like, oh, soon. And then literally one day, this is horrible on my part, I just blocked him. I was like, wait, no, I actually don't want this. Like, I'm already so anxious, like, thinking about.
He wanted reasons. You should have asked for my list.
That situation was so much worse. He was a horrible person.
Right.
But it's so real. Like, that regret sets in, like, so fast.
Yeah, because it's like you said, it drags on. Like, I've mentioned this, I think, in another show where I've said I've actually even stayed with someone just to not endure the breakup process. Know. Like, so it's that feeling, and I have not been as fortunate to get back together and actually feel like, wow, this is the way it should have been. Unfortunately, every single event of mine was always like, fuck. Yeah. But I mean, like that, you just know without knowing all the answers. Like, if you know that, you're like, we'll figure the rest out.
Yeah. And so that's how I feel about it. But it's it's still like a fucked up situation of, like, you know.
You have a lot of questions still moving forward.
But at the same time, it wasn't like there was time of, like, not talking. Yeah. You know what I mean? In that time where it was like, you know, where it was like a week at a time or something like that. That's still a long time.
That is a long time.
Especially when you're talking to someone every day and you're used to talking to them every day, and, like, suddenly it's just,
And so, and another thing that I was happy about was I had felt really good for like 4 days before this started happening. So I went through a time of, like, literally, like, feeling like I'm going to die at least once a day, like that awful feeling. And then I had just been coming around, and I was like, okay, for 4 days, I was like, okay, like, this sucks. Like, this isn't my first choice of the life I want right now.
But I'm okay.
But, like, I'm going to live. Yeah. I'm going to do this. And I'm really happy that happened before.
For sure.
Because she basically planned a couple of trips, and then she was, like, locked into those because she hit me up. Like I had told you guys that she hit me up randomly, kind of like wanting to meet up, like
right before a trip, right?
Right before a trip, but I couldn't. And then she's like, "Never mind, I'm leaving. I gotta go. I gotta take a nap or whatever." Like she was just like, probably obviously going through it at the same time. But if I would have just been like, "Cool, I'm off right now. I'm gonna," that might have been. We might have gotten back together at that point. But I was still at the point of like, I was at that like,
like crushing,
like crushing,
like I'm gonna fucking die, and I would do anything to just not die. So I'm happy in a way to like not feel that and be able to make a decision rather than just being like, okay, it's some type of relief.
You agree to anything at that point,
yeah. And that probably would have given me then like the feeling that I was talking about, where you go back and then you're just like manic. I don't even know if that's the right diagnosis of it, but it's like, that feeling where you're just trying to force love.
Yes.
Like you're just trying to
that
be like,
I've done too.
We're just like, we're so in love.
You're more stressed of feeling like how you were not together.
Right.
So you're gripping
and you desperately start to do things to like think you have to win their approval again. Yeah. And that's not a good space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like I think back and I had embarrassing times where you're like, God, why did I do that? But so to be in that safe space, or like that healthy space, at least for that time, be like, yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, I'd be foolish to be like, and that's, there's only one outcome from here, but it's, I don't know. We're on a good path.
Day by day. This is like not something you can lay out like a master plan yet, because it's tricky. It's tricky. It's sticky. And now you have to update everyone again.
I know.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll definitely if there's an issue, I'll have to crash out. You'll just get this camera of me swiping at, like just me swiping at the camera when the podcast starts.
Dang. So obviously you're not living together. You're just trying to hang out together, but you're not like really planning ahead either. I'm assuming
not yet, especially because I'm still like in the next 2 weeks or so. That's when I'm actually gonna be moving in with my parents. So right now is a real nice time. That's why I actually keep saying, because the past couple of days she's been like, I'm gonna go do this, and I say, cool. I was like, if you need to go do something, that's fine. I'm just gonna remind you that when I move, then we lose the access. Like this is very easy right now because it's just I have my own place. Still.
Yeah.
But we lose the access, and it's just going to be harder. Be more difficult. So I was like, if we want to take advantage of this time, I don't want you to like 3 weeks from now be like, wow, this is hard, and we could have taken advantage of this, whatever you want to do. But it's like, that's definitely, and like we've talked about that, it's just gonna be harder just living she'll be living at her family's, I'll be living at my family.
So her family obviously knows what happened, and so does yours. Have you, either one of you, gotten like feedback on how you're kind of going through this?
My mom, like I talked to my mom, and my mom just tries to give me, like she's like neutral about it in the sense of like, hey, here's some of the facts, just like, are you thinking about these things? And then, but at the end of the conversation, because mostly I'm like I'm trying to lay out to my mom, like, no, I'm not going crazy and just being like, I'm not going like, just come back. Or it's not happening. Like, that's not what this is. Don't worry. And she, by the end of the conversation, she's like, well, yeah, I can tell that you're fine, that you're okay. You're like not just making it. Yeah. And then her family, her families will be chill about it, like, for the most part.
Yeah.
Because I know that can be the hardest part. I've tried really hard to not display certain feelings, but like even I think about your ex, and I thought I did a pretty good job.
Who?
To the end. And then I couldn't really be like, once you know they hurt your kid, like it's really hard to be cool.
But it's also like that's why I've said the whole time, this is still like normal stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not like there's not crazy shit, because it's like I said, like some type of abuse, some type of like cheating.
Yeah. I gotta change
like
things
emotional or physical abuse, anything like that. Like, that stuff's like, okay, you're like people being pieces of shit. This was more of like, and that's why I've said, I even said to you guys, I was like, she's definitely like going through something. This isn't just like okay, I've got all my ducks in a row and these are the moves I need to make. It's definitely like she's going through a lot of different shit. It just it took a little longer, because it was like the outcome is what I like. If we're looking, when I'm looking at the whole thing and not having all the answers, and I'm like guessing, the outcome was what I thought. I'm like, I think she's like gotta like figure out like
Life.
that she's that it's like maybe she wants to change some things, but she doesn't want to change that much. If that makes what I mean, if that makes sense. And that's what it was by the end. And then also like I have responsibility in it. To a degree, that's like maybe we shouldn't have done it like this, but it is still things that I'll change, or even the kids thing. Yeah. Right. But I forgot what my point was with that.
That's such a big one though. But and honestly, I mean, obviously, even your work, like you're in a different place with your work, so there is a benefit that came out of it, regardless, because all that. I don't want to say that upset and everything. It kind of redirected you, right? Which is better for you guys as well.
Yeah, well, right? I think that could also just even that. I mean, one of the reasons I'm moving is just not making enough money. Like the cost of living is high.
You're crazy.
And wages are not high enough.
No.
And again, she's never said this. This is complete speculation, but I'm sure that I'm like, common sense says, how does it not play into it at all? I was wanting to work at the Improv for like basically since the club closed. I asked a couple of times because I had my friends work there I have a friend who's worked there for a few years. I asked him a couple of times, and each time I asked him more and more seriously, finally he was like, yes, give me send your resume here. By the time that happened, that was February, which is almost a year after the club closed.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And I'm still working here. I still have a job, and I was doing delivery, delivery, but the delivery, I wasn't doing enough of it to where like the same amount as I am working at the Improv. Yeah. And so then they didn't end up hiring me for whatever. I never got a call back, got anything. They hired other people, and then every one of those people, I guess, didn't work out, and they got laid off or whatever. And then then they got my resume and they called me and hired me. Right. And it just like this was something that took a long process, but this is what I knew I like was trying to do. I was like, I need to go to work at the Improv. Like that's what I need to do. And so I wasn't doing like other things. And so I even think just having an additional job and making a little bit more money. I even think, I remember when we were broken up and I texted her and said, oh, I had stuff over there and I need my social security card. I had a thing. And so I was like, hey, can you bring that and drop it off? And I need you to bring it by like this day because I have to do that because I got this job at the Improv. Yeah. And even like her text back was something like, oh, that's really, you got like, I think that even that was like, oh shit, now he's gonna have another job and like
he's doing
like
the thing,
doing something, like doing what he said he was gonna do. So I think even that was a moment of like, oh well, things could be better, like just in one way. And and again, I don't think maybe she would be like, no, I never thought that, and that wasn't any of it. But I don't know.
I feel like it's always underlying. Like I think financial, especially, no matter what, plays a huge part. Whether even though if you don't, as much as you don't want it to be a factor.
And I don't think anyone would ever admit it.
No, you never want to, but survival is stressful, and we choose to live in a place that is so far from inexpensive that how can you not think about it constantly?
Yeah, I mean, I said, like I have a full-time job here.
Yeah, and then you just picked up another one. That's kind of what you have to do. So good luck sleeping. Yeah,
that job is like basically, it's like around like 20 to 30 hours a week.
That's crazy,
so another
insane. Like another almost full-time job.
But it's like just the opposite. It's just the opposite schedule. So this is Monday through Friday during the day. And that's Wednesday through Sunday at night. And so I don't work like today. I don't work tomorrow based on ticket sales. I don't think I'm going to. So like when the shows are small, but this is also summer. So summer, like I know this from running the comedy club before. In the summertime, ticket sales are just lower. Yeah, because we live in SoCal and way more people are at the beach. Way more people are gone out of town on vacation. Yeah. Or it's like we just went out of town on vacation. So it's like you got to be real comedy fans, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Because going to the Improv too, or any comedy show, I mean, tickets, and food and drinks. I mean, you're looking at a total of like probably like $250
somewhere on there
for a couple for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's so I always joke like that's part of the secret is that you'll get along the more you're unavailable. You're just both busy. Like I tell Riley, like being with a firefighter, I'm like, that's the secret. You're both gone. So when you get together, it's like really
like happy
good.
and
Right.
Like you're not together all the time. And she doesn't like when I say that. But I'm like, I promise.
I agree
think
with
that's
it.
the secret sauce. You need a lot of time apart because I think
everyone does.
I think that's everybody. Like
I think that's it to a
there is some
that's it to a degree.
Like granted, if you're not hanging out for weeks and you're both fine, then it's like
you have it like you said, you're looking forward to getting back there. You're looking forward to doing stuff versus like, okay, like let me, when you have your own stuff.
Well, that's another change. If you think like, I was working at the comedy club when we first started dating, and
you're talking about the rec room, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then she has a day job.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so the rec room would be Thursday through Sunday, and that's all at night. And so then I would have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after she gets off work, we would hang out. And then I would be gone like basically on the weekends, and then we'd hang out during like the day on the weekends. So we'd still got like a decent amount of time to hang out, but there was still a lot of time of not. And then when the rec room closed this past year, it's been now a year and a half or so. We've been together like all the time.
A lot more, yeah.
And then
that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So I didn't feel it. Definitely, it didn't feel like that, but it definitely could be.
Yeah. It is. Even if, like you said, even if you're not aware, it is, because you can't be on all the time,
right?
And you just can't be like, even if you're totally like at peace when you hang out, like it's just like I was telling you on the way here, I'm like, it's just human to like, you can't be on, you can't be totally engaged, and then you can nitpick each other. There's so many little things you don't realize, like, and that starts to, you don't necessarily have, again, that same drive to like get back to each other. Like you said, like now it's like exciting. Like even if we just hang out and do nothing, it's just like you look forward to that.
Yeah.
And that I think is a really good place to be.
Yeah. And I think that's doing things like, that's why it's good also then if you are living together, like doing the things that you want to do, making sure you're doing those things.
Don't stop.
No, and that's so easy to do because especially like you start to like give up your own things just to hang out, and the next thing you know, you're like.
But then you start to resent them.
Right.
And that's like a sneaky little thing that happens. You're not really aware because you're like, no, I don't want to go to blah blah blah.
Yeah, literally.
Not realizing, and I think. We've talked about this a lot because you just want to be involved and hang out with that person. You're like, I don't need girls' night. I was never in a book club. I'm sure you probably assume by now. But like if I had those things, like they're just important just so that you have that time away and like you come back and you're like, yes, I'm so excited
especially because you stay so busy when you're single. So it's like if you get in a relationship and you stop doing those things, of course you're going to hold the other person responsible and be like, I used to be so fun when I was single, and I like, well, no, it's just what you choose to do.
Right. And how much do you really want to be doing those things?
Literally.
It's literally, you're going to want to do
That's
like
true.
10% of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, people want both. Honestly, people want both things. They want to be able to do their stuff, and then they also, when the time comes to do those things, they don't want to do them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's
so real.
That's like most people for sure. Like, I'd rather just not have to deal with this
hang,
unless it's something awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's
I
like,
mean,
bye.
I think most of my things, honestly, they're revolved around drinking so much that I'm just having to discover what things to do that don't. So that's like a whole different struggle that I'm dealing with because I'm like,
how can
we do this? Because that's where like a lot of my fun started.
Yeah.
It's like a whole different.
Yeah, I've just never, like I've drank, like I said, I've always drank, but I don't drink that much. In fact, I've been drinking more lately because I'm telling you, I've been on this, did I tell you guys about the meadery? Dude, I've been on this kick for this place. I've just been telling everybody about this place. It's called Honey Pot Meadery. And it's in Anaheim. And mead is like the medieval, like the medieval drink. Okay. It's like honey. It's wine, but it's made out of honey instead of grapes.
Wait, what?
And it's so delicious. Like, it's so good. There's not a lot of meaderies.
Meadery?
Yeah,
like a brewery, but
yeah. like
gotcha.
a brewery.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
brewery,
But
but,
it's
for
mead.
mead. And this one, like,
Do you
that's
drink it out of like a cool like goblet?
no. You get
No?
that would be sick, but you
Oh.
get
That'd be way
they give you
cooler.
like wine glasses, and it depends on how big of a pour you get,
Oh.
because it's just like
No paper crown.
no.
Oh.
I mean, they're missing out on a lot of marketing.
Medieval times.
Little
That was a
drumstick.
callback.
I know.
But it's so good, and they have a bunch of different flavors. They have cider too, and I'm not even like a big cider guy. Like I'm not like I don't usually drink cider, but it's like
It's
so
good.
delicious.
It is delicious.
Meaderies. I've never heard of that.
I haven't
Yeah.
either. Why? For some reason, this makes me think of Pruno, but that's not it, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys are ever
Meadery.
drinking, if you're ever partaking in drinking, I'll get like a bottle of mead.
'Kay.
And
But I don't want it if it doesn't come in a cool goblet.
we can just
I
put
need
it in a
like,
cool
like a pimp cup, like something
like
of
a
that
stein,
nature.
like a stein.
like a chalice
Just
of
like
sorts.
heavy.
It maybe bejeweled a little, something really cool.
But it's like I don't know. Do you guys like wine in general?
Yeah.
I
I didn't really have a
would-
preference for
no.
alcohol.
I didn't either. It turns out.
I just like to be drunk.
I learned that I thought I liked wine, and I think I really just liked to be drunk.
Oh, okay.
And then, because when I finally had really good wine, I was like, "Shit, it's supposed to taste like that." Well, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, that is. Then I enjoy that.
Yeah, the mead it's just really it's good. There's ranging. It's just like beer where there's like ranging alcohol content. So there's some that are like 13, 12 and 13%.
Oh my God.
But you're drinking like when you order that you're getting like either a 2 or a 4 ounce pour.
And a ride home.
Oh,
And so
okay,
if you get a 4 ounce pour, it's like it's
Ah.
$13. So it's like if you're going there and you're like I actually I went there last night and I drank the last they had of a certain kind and all they have left are a couple of bottles. And the bottles are $80. And so it's like when I get paid next week, I'm gonna go there, and if they still have one available, I'm gonna get it, because it's like it's a brewery in that way of like once that's gone, that's
It's
it.
gone.
Like that's never
What?
like they're not
I've
making
never
that
heard
again.
it. Do they sell this in the stores?
They
Like,
do, because I went to Total Wine and checked out their like selection, and they have a little bit, and I got one, and they have a decent one there. But this stuff is like
this is really
so
developed
good.
quickly for you,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what's
so
the
good.
place called? Meadery?
Honey Pot Meadery.
Oh, Honey Pot. Okay.
And they have a.
Is it dark? Why do I think it
It's
should be
I
dark?
know, I
it's
feel like
light
it would
and
be-
dark. They have
No,
it's-
the place. Like you walk in, it's
no.
all like mood
no,
lighting.
no. Do you think it's like a dungeon, like a
Yeah,
medieval
yeah.
dungeon?
Yeah,
or
like a
something?
leather. Like
No, it's like it looks
No?
like a brewery.
Oh.
And it even comes out of it looks like beer taps it even comes out of there. They have a hard root beer, which is common. They have
Yeah, yeah.
Not Your Father's root beer.
Yeah, that
Right?
was so
thank God that
good.
wasn't around when I
No,
was younger. Not
but
like I needed help.
The
But
meadery right now has a hard root beer. Hands down the best I've ever tasted. It's
No
so
way.
delicious. It's
have you
so
had
good.
Not Your Father's?
Yeah.
How good is that though?
That one's salt. That one.
Why is my mouth
Look,
watering?
Same.
This one makes Not Your Father's taste like shit.
No
This stuff is
way.
so good.
See, this is
Honey Pot.
that's the one thing that actually might have helped me, is that most alcohol never tasted that great. I mean, granted, I don't know. A margarita hates to see me coming, but I think if I ever found anything like this that I enjoyed to that degree, things would be different today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, you mean different bad?
Yes.
Different, yeah, different bad. Like because I would often drink things even that I wasn't crazy about.
Right.
Duh.
Right, but
And
you were still drinking volume for effect. You know what I'm saying? Like if you drank this, you would. It's not like you're like,
Or I'd
wow, you know
streamline
what?
it. I'm like,
I'm s-
margarita, why waste time with sweet and sour? Let's just go tequila all day.
Like
only.
right, but you wouldn't be. You're going for the feeling, so you wouldn't get shit faced and be like, you know what, this tastes so good, I can't stop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you'd
Yeah,
be
but
okay.
you know
Yeah,
when you're
that's fair.
drunk, you do think you're like, well, now I just want to drink more.
That's true.
you
I
know, you
see.
get to
I
that
see
point.
both sides.
Yeah,
both.
but taste has nothing. But the taste at that point, it's never taste based. It's only
No.
taste based in the beginning.
No.
Yeah. And even then.
And even then, yeah, even
it's
then,
like,
I was like, I'm fine. I mean, even Jaeger, I never liked Jaeger, but that shit went down like a fat kid on a seesaw. Like
Jaeger bombs are so
horrible.
good.
Like literally, it makes me sick just thinking about it. But I'd be like, okay, like especially if someone else bought it. Like I'm not gonna be rude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would still to this day do that.
Yeah, I mean, we had some pretty like. And I think that's just, I have to remind myself, I've had episodes lately and I can't even be dishonest about it. Like you're talking about this now. And I've had moments lately, like someone is drinking a whiskey sour, or not a whiskey, an old fashioned with the like Luxardo cherry. And I saw it walking by and I swear you would have thought it was like the hottest guy walking by ever. Cause the way I looked at this glass,
Like
I was
mouth.
like, like rubberneck. Like, I was like, what just happened? I'm fine.
Yeah.
Quick, get me a Diet Coke, someone.
See, like, yeah, I mean, I really like whiskey, but that's like dangerous because as you're tasting them, you get drunk really fast.
Really fast.
So that's like the mead is like it's less than that.
It sounds
so
I want to. We
delicious.
should take Dad.
It sounds really, and that's why, like, I almost feel like I'm better off not knowing because it's a safe space. I can only take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just like I said, because I mean, I'm the same way. I drink for volume, so it's like, oh, I have some, I start to get buzzed. I'm like, oh, okay, this is
fun.
This is fun. This is
Yeah.
enough. So I think that's where the issue lies. If you're just like,
I've never even heard of this, to be honest.
it's so good.
It sounds so
It's so good. I want to make it. There's all kinds of videos, and I'm just refraining from buying the little kit and just making my
Try.
just making my own, because it's like, well, it's really, I mean, because it's real. That's
It just
what's so
ferments,
good about
right?
it is you can make all different flavors. Like a lot of the flavor, like there's like a lot that were like blueberry based
Oh my
from like these
God.
batches. So it's
What?
like blueberry and like wildflowers and shit like that. Like they have like
How
yeah.
creative.
This is creative. This is like new, like instead of like those craft coffee, it's this. Watch
Yeah.
people. This is going to take off, I
Mead.
bet.
I don't know. I guess there's a bunch of them in San Diego because I heard the guy talking
San
about it
Diego's
yesterday.
so trendy too.
San Diego has a
So
but
cool.
what it sounded like he was saying is there's only a couple that are meaderies where they don't, I mean, they do cider and stuff, but
Yeah.
I guess the other places are places that they do beer, a bunch of beer, but they have a couple of meads that they brew as well. But this place, like they're
That's
you know
what they
that's
specialize
just
in.
what they do
Yeah.
is mead.
You never got into like ciders, like, or like at some point when they were really popular? No.
Mm.
Oh, I did that too.
No, never.
They're
'Cause
like pear,
but it was
and
never, like,
apple and
it was never. I mean, there used to be. In fact, the one cider place. There was like a cider place in Long Beach that was a brewery that was all cider, and then that place closed like in the past year because they used to have a comedy show there like once a month. And
where?
It was. I want to say it was called something like Cider House, but I might be completely wrong.
Yeah, I got into ciders for a while too, and that was not good.
Really?
Because they're delicious.
Is cider like a beer?
Yeah, and they're
It's just
the
fruit.
alcohol
It's like
Yeah,
fruit,
yeah,
basically
yeah,
fruit
yeah.
based. So it's
they're not super high in alcohol, right?
no like a beer.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work for me.
It's like drinking a Bud Light.
That explains it. That's why it explains I didn't stay in that space.
So before we wrap up, how was Disneyland?
Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's one of the
so
best trips we ever
fun.
took.
What happened?
We went with a really good group, and I think that I get really stressed out in like Disneyland. So many people, whatever.
It was so hot.
We were so hot.
that.
But
Oh,
it was so
actually, you know
chill.
what? The reason it was chill too is because we weren't like what's it called, rope drop, like trying to be there at 7 a.m. or whatever. Like we just woke up and had a slow
Rolled in.
morning, and we got there around 11. And my mom's telling me like bring a jacket, and of course I'm like, of course I'll listen to you. Like what a great idea. We get to the park. I'm like, why did I bring this hoodie?
Did you not need it by 3 o'clock?
No, by 6. I needed it
No.
by 6. So I told her we were sitting.
No, what time did we eat?
6. Yeah, we did.
But you guys went. I mean, it's summer hours, right? So
It was actually crazy. We went on every single ride we wanted.
Yeah, on Disneyland's anniversary, their 70th anniversary, no wait was longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
still completely fascinated by Disney adults. I am.
They're
I'm
coming
an-
out with a dating app called Single Riders.
Oh, I saw something
I think
online
that's so
about
cute.
that.
I mean, it's smart.
It's very creative.
If I was like that into it, I'd
Sounds smelly.
yeah.
Ew.
It's just wild. Like that.
Single riders.
Ew.
Single riders right this way.
Like say the sloth. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was fun though.
Yeah, I bet they're
Oh.
gonna break the internet when that opens.
But anyways, I was like, I'm just gonna throw this sweatshirt away. I was like, I did not want to carry it. And then she had a backpack, and I was like, can I put it in your backpack? She's like, no. I was
Mind you,
like,
my backpack was like
no, it
this
wasn't.
big.
No, it wasn't.
Bullshit.
You were gonna
No.
throw the sweatshirt away.
Well, it was more so like
That's
seeking out of an
privilege.
emotional state of mind. And then I just asked this restaurant to hold it until 6 o'clock.
And they did. I can't believe it. We
Wow.
walked by
They
there,
did.
and they pull it out of the host stand.
I was
I'm
like, I really thought this wasn't going to be here.
That's hilarious.
yeah, but it was so chill and like, I can't believe it. I haven't been on Space Mountain. I hadn't been on since. It's probably been like 20 years. Apparently, the whole ride is different.
Oh, I saw someone with a leash, like a full-on leash.
We saw a whole family with the kids on leashes, like around their
No,
neck.
no, like an adult man with a collar with like a
Oh.
dog tag and a leash hanging from it.
Oh.
And like a chick was walking him.
I don't know.
No, don't you remember the kids we saw?
No, but this was a man. Like kids is different.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy. There's some really good people watching at Disney.
I don't know. I was like, this is weird. I'm not kink shaming, but
Time and place, though, right?
but I'm also like trying to get everyone's attention to look. That way I'm like not crazy.
Yeah.
And
I used to have a pass to Disney, and the while I went on like
it's like a bug circuit.
during Pride,
uh-huh.
like whatever Disney's
Oh,
like
yeah,
Pride
yeah.
night.
Pride night,
That
yeah.
is
Crazy.
insane, and I don't care. Like I could care less one way or the
Same.
other having it,
Yeah.
but it is wild to watch. Like, dude, a family of like 5 where you know they're from like the Midwest,
And they didn't
it's
even
like
know.
they didn't know, and they got their
Stop.
kids, and you can just see these dads just internally melting down
Oh.
as like as there's dudes.
Why do I want to see that so
There's
bad?
dudes in like crop tops and short shorts skipping around the park and making out with each other. Like
and
it's
they're like crippled.
Crippled,
it's one of
yeah.
those things where it's like I don't care, but I understand somebody who's like I understand somebody being upset because it would be wild if like straight people did that. like
Literally.
like if just couples were running around the
But
park
there's
and
no
doing
way.
this.
Like Disney did a, because I knew about it way in it. Like it was everywhere. Didn't you feel like it was everywhere? So even
Well, that's why we went. That's I just wanted to go because I was like, oh, I want to see what it's
Yeah.
like,
Really, or
and
what
I was
they're
like,
doing.
and it was fine. It was fun. I just
Yeah.
that aspect. I'm like, it's one of those things where I mean, at the end, I'm like, oh, whatever.
Literally.
But it's just
Wow.
like wild. It's just like watching that multiple times. Like
That
you
was
see
crazy.
every time you go by a little like the places where people are eating,
Uh-huh.
right? I would just look for families and be like, what are these guys
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
What-
yeah. Well, you know that stereotype of like, oh, couples in amusement park lines and they're like full on like making out, like
Yeah.
rubbing
Yeah.
foreheads and like.
Oh, that's just the.
I
That's just
wanted to make a video with my boyfriend as like a joke
one of
and be
those.
like that because it's just like
You were.
it's no. I'm so aware of that because I'm like,
well, it's just the
oh my
lines. It's
gosh.
just the guy's got to lean against the rail, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah,
girl's got
yeah.
to lean on the guy.
Or like,
they're, like,
between his
Eskimo
leg, like,
kissing,
oh, it's
like,
gross.
It was just, but it was really fun.
It's a lot. And like you can't look away because you're in this fucking line for like
Same.
an hour sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, I literally have nowhere else to look.
Honestly,
like,
Disneyland is not bad with that. It's
Uh-huh.
it's Knott's Berry Farm that's happening because
Dude.
that's where like 15-year-olds and
Yes.
like with braces getting
Yeah.
interlocked.
Well, we were talking about it because wasn't there that Gordon Ramsay clip and he's like, "Oh, I'm taking you
yeah,
to
Southern California's premier theme
Dust-
park.
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
oh,
oh,
they're
Disney.
going to Disney.
And then he's like, Knott's Berry Farm.
that's
I was like,
hilarious.
imagine being that kid and
I
you're
was
just like,
damn, he's on a budget for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
that is
Yeah,
crazy work. I
depends-
actually like Knott's.
Yeah, Knott's is fine. I like depends on how.
Yeah, there's a drive-by last year, but you guys can go.
Yeah. They have that really good fried chicken right outside the park. And I
You and
remember
this-
I had this friend, Natasha, in middle school, and her family would like purposely go and get
Is it that good?
It was really good.
Oh.
The,
It's
the
called
boys
the
and
Chicken Company or something.
have you been to the Boysenberry Festival?
No.
Oh, you should go. You should go next year.
I don't.
Oh, here, hold on. Let me put it in the calendar.
Write it
It's fun.
next to mead.
Next to me.
Mead.
No, the Boysenberry Festival is
Like for real?
yes.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure it
so
is.
so they
No, I don't know.
they have a Boysenberry Festival every year, so you have to buy a ticket, and then you can buy like you have a ticket to the park, and then you can buy like these like vouchers or
Uh-huh.
whatever. So it was like I think like 9 of them or 11 of them for like $80 to $100, something
Uh-huh.
like that. And then what happens is there's a ton of stuff all around the park that's all made with boysenberry. So when I went, there was like a boysenberry sangria that we
Oh,
were
wow.
going and getting. So there's a couple alcoholic drinks made with it. But then there was a ton. We ate like a ton of
Pie
food,
and
like like
Okay,
a boysenberry
pie.
desserts.
funnel
Dude,
cake.
one of the best things I had was boysenberry elote.
Wait,
so
what?
the mayonnaise that you put
That
on it
actually sounds
was actually a
super good.
boysenberry
But on corn.
like mayonnaise like on corn with Parmesan cheese still, and it was
What?
so
I
good.
love.
And then I honestly just can't remember all the different things that we ate, but because we had like, I think we each had either 2 or 3 of those like sangrias, and then the rest of the tickets was all different, all just different food that we got.
Wow.
Okay, well that I'll consider. That
and so you
sounds
just walk
pretty good.
around. You just like, we didn't even go on like a ride,
Yeah.
because what happened was we thought that you had to
It's
buy.
separate.
We didn't realize you had to buy a ticket. So
the park?
Yeah. So we each bought ourselves like 11 or 9 things. We had like 18 between the 2 of us, right?
Okay.
Then we get there, and when you buy your ticket for the Boysenberry Festival, the actual park ticket, you each get 4 more.
Wow.
So what we would have done had we known is we would have gotten our 4, and then we would have bought one set of like 9. Instead, we had all these tickets. So we like were there. We didn't ride one ride. We were there all
Eat
day.
the fucking corn.
Yeah, we were there all day, and we ate and drank, and just we walked back and forth around the park, and we just ate and drank the whole entire day because we
But
were
you
like,
can't go without buying a park ticket, right?
correct. You
Okay.
have. That was what we.
Oh.
That's where we fucked up. Is we didn't
Okay.
realize we're because we're like, we planned already. We're like, we won't even go on a ride.
Yeah.
We'll just go.
Get the tickets.
Go
for the
do
festival.
this.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, you have to have a park ticket, and then you can participate. And so we're like, oh fuck.
Dang.
Oh, that actually sounds really good.
That does sound good.
I
But
just
yeah.
won't go to Not Scary Farm.
I
hate that
loved
shit.
Not Scary.
No, I went to the Queen Mary one in
No.
like 2009.
Okay, that one I bet
And-
is good.
Scary.
No, I just don't like. I don't. Yeah, I
They
don't
don't
like.
do it anymore, I think.
I don't like that stuff at all.
Yeah.
Well, and the Queen Mary supposedly, like everyone's always said, like
That it's actually
it's
haunted.
haunted. Yeah, so I'm fine with leaving
the
that
thing is,
alone.
like-
I have respect for like
The actual haunted places.
yeah, like let
If
me
you
go
tell
ahead.
people who are like fans of that stuff that it's just not your thing, they take it as like a
Yeah.
personal attack.
You're like, yeah,
Bro, like I'll even be like, I'll be the first to say, I'm literally scared during it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Like it's
No.
fake. I
Yeah.
don't care if something's jumping out at
No.
me.
and so
And those people terrorize you. That's what they
Yes.
want to do.
terrorize you, and
That's
it's
why they do
changed.
it.
They used to be able to touch you, and I've told you that.
They
so when
can at
I was like
Universal.
in middle school, like you could be in the bathroom and some fucker could literally grab your pant leg. I'm like, I'm already in here. Like I can't shit my pants any more
Yeah.
than I already
Yeah.
am.
Monkey throw poo.
When the first maze that
Terrifying.
we went in at the Queen Mary
Uh-huh.
was literally, you walk in and it's like a triangular like hallway,
Uh-huh.
which is already just weird,
Yeah.
right? And then it's a strobe light
Nope.
going off. So it's a strobe light going off in a
And-
hallway, and then
Nope.
there's just somebody like dragging like a long like hammer or like an
Yeah.
axe,
Fuck
and so it's
no.
strobing, and they're just getting closer to you, and it's like, even I know it's fake,
That's
and
disturbing.
nothing's gonna happen to me, but your whole body
Well,
is
first
just
of all,
like,
you're already having an epileptic seizure. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
exactly help the cause.
it's
No.
just brutal.
That-
And I
no.
from there I was like, no,
This
like
is not
No.
for me.
Same.
This is not.
I don't
There's
know.
that one that Jimmy Fallon does every year that looks like unbelievable.
There's one in San Diego that I used to watch YouTube videos on, and you have to sign a waiver because they can like cut your hair. It's like
No.
literally.
Why would you do that?
It's torture. 17 Doors, or I think
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
that's crazy. That's
Really?
I'd have to look. Yeah, it's insane. Like people leave traumatized. They're like, that was the best experience of my life, and they like missing teeth and like bald spots in there. And I'm like,
that's
Yeah.
insane.
They're unwell,
Yeah.
obviously. Like
I was like,
that might be
bro.
the safest thing in their life.
And it's a huge attraction. Like I'm pretty sure there's wait lists.
You want to go?
No.
We'll do an episode. You can
No,
go.
you.
No.
Wild.
That is
No,
crazy.
that is crazy. Yeah. So going back to Disneyland seems very
Yeah.
mild compared to all that.
Mhm.
But it was one of the best out of all the years I've gone. I felt like that was one of the best like visits
I
we've ever
agree.
had.
It was fun.
The last time I was at Disneyland was in 2023, and I went for Valentine's Day with my girlfriend.
how cute.
They do like a sweethearts night.
Yes.
And so we went and did that. And
That's
so
Like
have
at
like all
Disney or
the
California Adventure.
Disneyland, and then they have a bunch of picture
Yeah.
like photo ops where they set
Stop.
up, and you go and take like pictures. So it's like a Lady and the Tramp
Yeah.
one,
Aw.
a bunch of different
That's so cute.
different ones, and then you get the little like heart shaped passes that
Yeah.
are like Disney sweethearts.
I didn't
remember
even know they did
I
that.
think I told you because they have like a bunch of nights that you can go.
Yeah. Yeah, they
we
do.
should go.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah, they do it over a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
because you get the park has like less people in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the people for the sweethearts
Yeah.
thing. It starts at like 6 p.m.
Oh,
or
yeah,
so.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
One
6
of those
p.m.
events.
to midnight or something like that. So
Yeah.
Cute.
that's
It
cool.
was actually really chill. I loved it.
I loved it. This was so fun.
Yeah.
What a good
Oh, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Seriously, we like doing this.
I know. Thanks for
Stay
joining us.
tuned.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. You'll be here next week.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening to the I Did It First podcast. I'm Riley.
I'm Anna.
I'm Kenny.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.